Good morning. In our today's class, we are going to learn about the kidney cell, that is the nephron. In our last class, we have done the general discussion about the definition of excretion, what are the various nitrogenous waste formed by the animals, what do you mean by aminotelic, ureotelic and uricotelic organisms, and we also studied the different type of excretory organs in variety of organisms like Malpighian tubules, flame cells, nephridia, protonephridia. Then we studied about the human excretory system and the parts or the organs that are involved in it. Now today we are going to begin our class with the explanation for the nephron or kidney cell. Now this nephron or kidney cell you have already learned in the 10th standard also. So we will revise it again here. Now each nephron has the two parts, the glomerulus and the renal tubules. Now the glomerulus is enclosed in a cup-like structure that is known as the Bowman's capsule, whereas the renal tubule involves PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule, Henle loop, then DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule, and collecting duct. Now let us learn about these nephron in detail. So the first part, glomerulus, it is the tuft of capillaries that are formed by afferent arteriole. The afferent arteriole is a branch of renal artery. The blood from glomerulus is carried away by efferent arteriole. Glomerulus is located in a cavity of a cup-like structure which is called Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together they are known as Malpighian body. Every kidney is having around 1 million nephrons, and these nephrons are involved in formation of urine. Now let us come to the next part, that is the renal tubule. So the first renal tubule is proximal convoluted tubule. It begins with the Bowman's capsule and is a short coiled tubular structure. Then the next is a Henle loop. You can see here the U-shaped structure or a hairpin like structure that is called Henle's loop. The Henle's loop has descending limb which is coming down and ascending limb which is moving up. You can see here the yellow color U-shaped structure which is labeled as loop of the nephron or Henle's loop. The next part is the distal convoluted tubule. The ascending limb of Henle's loop is continuing into a highly coiled region, and that region is called distal convoluted tubule. The collecting duct of many nephrons are present. The single collecting duct is here, and the collecting duct is receiving the DCT, that is the distal convoluted tubule of many nephrons, and this opens into renal pelvis through medullary pyramid. Now yesterday we have learned that kidney is having the two zones, that is the outer zone is called cortex and the inner zone is called medulla. So let us see that which part of nephrons are present in cortex and which part is present in medulla. So the Malpighian body, which is formed of glomerulus and Bowman's capsule, PCT and DCT, they are located in the cortex region of kidney, and the loop of Henle or Henle's loop is lying in the medulla part. So this is the detailed account of the kidney cell, which is the nephron. Now let us learn about the other organs beside kidney which are involved in removal of various excretory products that are produced in our body. So first part is the lungs. So the lungs are removing the respiratory waste, which is carbon dioxide, and they are removing 18 liters per day, 18 liters of carbon dioxide per day. The next organ is the liver. The liver is the largest gland, you very well know, and it is involved in many processes. So here the liver has important role in excretion also. It helps in removal of bile pigments, cholesterol, hormones, vitamins and other digestive waste which are removed through excreta. Now the third important part or the organ is the skin, which is the largest organ. So the skin is having two important glands, that is the sweat glands and sebaceous glands. They are removing the waste from our body. The sweat glands remove water with sodium chloride, urea, lactic acids, etc. and it also keep the body cool. The sweat which comes out or the process of removal of sweat is known as perspiration. Now the next important gland that is present in the skin is the sebaceous gland, and it releases a oily fluid which is called sebum. So sebum basically consists of hydrocarbons and oil. This sebum also provides the protective oily covering to the skin and protect the skin from any sort of cuts. So this is the complete description of the kidney cell, which is the nephron, and how the other organs of your body are involved in the process of excretion, or how they are removing the variety of metabolic waste that are present in the body or that are produced in the body as a result of various physiological processes. That's all for the day today. Thank you.